Thank you everyone for allowing me to speak on this volunteer spotlight. So unfortunately I can't see the slides here because probably of the connection, and I'm sorry if my voice is breaking a little bit. So yeah, I'll start just by telling you how grateful I am to have been welcomed. That all of you have been a true inspiration for me. And as you all may know, I'm a social media and awareness designer. I'm currently the blog illustrator, and sometimes I'm a guest research writer. I joined in December 2024. And well, about the next slide, it's where I've got the details for you. I hope that won't be boring, and I'll be very quick. So, as background, I'm from Syria, which is a low income country that has been facing sanctions and been living in isolation for over 15 years now. And that has affected academia, research, and education in many ways. Like, for example, we don't have clinical research or any lab research right now. We never had, actually. We don't have any neuroscience institutions, unfortunately. And that's why actually I got into medical school. But like that as well lacks sufficient training. We don't have enough clinical training, and the curriculum is outdated and unfortunately conflicting. The exams are very non-objective. And that is actually also applicable to primary education. And to research education as well. So we don't have enough training about research methodologies, and we face lots of challenges when trying to do our research our own. And above all, English knowledge here for students is very limited. Like many students, actually, that makes it harder for them to access international resources in English. But there's the glass half full, which is like we have to rely on self-learning, and we tend to produce academic research like narrative reviews, case reports, systematic reviews. And luckily, since we are a low-income country, we get waivers for publication for many journals. So for me, I've submitted over 6 papers so far. And published one, luckily. And also, since all students face the same issues, we all students help other students. So, for example, there are many initiatives. I co-founded an initiative called Hands on Papers, where we're currently running a narrative review internship, training 12 interns to produce a narrative review, which is an academic paper. And all of that actually affects infrastructure, technology, economy, political issues. So we don't have access to digital platforms like Notion, for example, and recently LinkedIn. The internet connection is obviously very weak. We don't have access to international opportunities like medical electives, summer internships, because we actually face lots of issues with visitors' visa because of the refugee situation. And yeah, we don't have funding. Yeah, I'm sorry if that glitched. So we don't have actually funding for original clinical research like trials and that sort of thing. And as I mentioned, the higher education system is also inefficient because of lack of competent institutions, infrastructure, and supervisors. But the glass half full as well is that we come out of all of this as resilient people. We tend to find workarounds. So for me, when my LinkedIn account was restricted because LinkedIn don't accept Syrian IDs, I created my personal website, which is down there, to share all of my achievements and initiatives on, so that nobody can restrict me from creating a website, because I live in this country. And we also seek scholarships for higher education for master's degrees, and many Syrian scholars actually help us here. Like, for example, there's an organization called EduBridge that runs mentorship on landing scholarships. And for me, I hope that one day I could create a scholarship for short visits so that students like me would not have to worry about living or travel expenses on such short international opportunities. And at the end of the day, you have to make your own path. So for me, I recently led a clinical audit, which is a study commonly done in the UK, but unfortunately not ever done here in Syria. And I faced many challenges because of the lack of resources. But so far, I'm very proud that I've managed to do it. And I'd like to end on a positive note. I hope I haven't taken so long, but I'm graduating in a few months as a medical doctor, and I'm hoping to pursue a master's degree or a DPhil in neuroscience in the UK next year. I'm applying to lots of scholarships, and yeah, I'm very excited because I'm applying to the roads at Oxford next year. So wish me all luck. And I think I'm all done right now. I hope that the internet connection was not breaking me off. And thank you all for listening and for allowing me to speak on this spotlight. And like lastly, thank you all for making my year because actually my birthday is tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much.